Okay, so today we're going to make some yarn dubbing. Real quick, real easy way to make dubbing for tying flies. Plastic canvas yarn and 100% acrylic. 50 cents to $1, you'll get something about like that. You can even buy some of them in huge spools for $2 or $3. Alright, go ahead, take it, get a yardstick, measure it up, 36 inches, 3 feet. Double it over 6 times. Double it over 6 times. And that should give you enough to make a pretty good size handful of dubbing. Sometimes I have this problem a lot, which is getting the yarn all tangled up and bunched up because I have no patience for yarn spools. Alright, so go ahead, get that, go ahead and clip the end of it. And then what I usually do, get rid of the loops on the end real quick, both ends, cut your loops, get everything lined up. Same thing you do with fur, you just get it lined up like that. And then what I'll do is take it, double it over, double it over a couple more times so it looks something like this. Alright, and then what you want is nothing more than 1/2 inch pieces. So just get your pieces trimmed up as short as you can without cutting your fingers. And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you cut the first piece, it'll come together pretty easy. So go ahead, get that cut up, 1/2 inch or less. Like I said, I'm just doing one color today. This is like a fluorescent green, chartreuse kind of color. So what you do is get that cut up, just like that. Get your little pieces off the end. And what you're going to need now is some people use compressed air. I use a coffee grinder, just a small $10 coffee grinder from Walmart. Just a little tabletop handheld grinder. So now you've got your yarn, got it all cut up into a nice little pile. Go ahead. If you see any big pieces that look a little too big, just go ahead and chop them up. You don't want to put those in the grinder because they will tangle on the blades. Okay. So go ahead, take parts of your dubbing, or the yarn that you cut up. You got like a handful looking of yarn there, just a nice little stack. Okay, put that in a pile. You're going to take your coffee grinder, handheld, small. Grab a dryer sheet's what I use. If you have something else, it's fine. Wring out the inside of the grinder like such. What you're doing here is you're getting the static out of the inside, and that'll keep the yarn from sticking. Go ahead, pack it into your grinder just like that. Get it all packed in. Take your lid, put your lid on your grinder, and what you're going to do is pulse. Don't hold down, make sure you pulse. If you hold down, it'll tangle up. Make sure you pulse it. Just pulse it, and as you're pulsing, watch the pieces of yarn that you chopped up. You should watch them kind of disappear and disintegrate. And what you'll do is you'll recognize this as dubbing, just like you would buy. This being synthetic dubbing, which you can use for saltwater patterns, you can use it for streamers, you can use it for nymphs. So just pulse it until you feel like it looks good enough. If it doesn't like to move, just go ahead and hit it a couple times, that'll keep it moving. Okay, now what you got is dubbing. Just like that simple, that easy. You got quite a bit of dubbing there, and that was only 6 double over the yarn. I've probably got 7, 8 more to go out of that stack of yarn. So that's all you need to do to make acrylic dubbing, and you can substitute fur, you can substitute anything you want, and you can tie quite a few flies with this.